IVF Australia is a group consisting of some of the leading fertility specialists in Australia. We came together in the early 2000s. It became clear at that time that IVF would be far better provided in a large, sophisticated group environment. Through a group environment, we'd be able to meet the needs of all of our patients. And sometimes these needs include the need for the latest genetic technologies to study their embryos. Sometimes they want the special techniques to select the healthiest sperm and the healthiest eggs for their embryos. At other times, they need a much more sensitive and caring approach to the provision of subjects such as, for example, the provision of donated eggs and sperm, a very sensitive area indeed. Through our organisation, we're able to provide couples with access to donor sperm in a sensitive and ethical environment. We think it's really important that as well as caring for the immediate needs of our patients, we also do this in a way that respects the importance of the long-term interests of the families that are created in this way. The doctors at IVF Australia have been involved in IVF from the very beginning, over 30 years ago, including the birth of the first baby in New South Wales. My, how that's all changed. In the early days, every birth was a major event. Now couples come for IVF with the expectation that things will be successful for them. However, IVF is still a tough journey. It's still a hard and emotional experience for people to go through that. And that's why it's very important for us to be continually looking at what we do. How can we make things easier and more effective and more successful for our patients? Here at IVF Australia, we're very proud of all the research and development work that we do. Our main focus in all of this is to improve the success rates for our patients and improve the quality of care that we can give our patients here at IVF Australia. The most important things for us at the moment are looking at this quality of the eggs and the sperm. We've developed new technologies for assessing sperm and ensuring that only the healthiest sperm are used in the IVF procedures. We're also working on new techniques using different forms of light to study the eggs and separate the healthy eggs from the unhealthy eggs. In association with our partners at Melbourne IVF, we're also involved in studying the latest genetic techniques for analysis of the embryo's genes. This is an important technology where the embryo can be biopsied and the cells studied and only the healthiest embryos replaced back into the woman's uterus. But having a baby is more than about the eggs and sperm. It's also about getting the embryo to implant successfully in the uterus. And we're doing a lot of groundbreaking research at the moment, studying the uterus and the cells inside the uterus that contribute to the embryo implanting and a baby resulting from the IVF cycle. But apart from all this high technology stuff, we're also involved in looking at the long-term interests of our patients. We're involved in research projects which have been funded by Australian Research Council grants to look at the long-term health outcomes for the families that result from IVF. In particular, we're looking at the needs of older mothers and how they handle their families. We're looking at the long-term effects on donor children and on the women who've given eggs to help other people have families. I'm very proud of the fact that at IVF Australia we can provide our patients with a full access to a wide range of techniques, including technologies that other clinics simply can't provide. I'm very proud of the fact that our network of clinics means that IVF, which can be a very time-consuming and demanding process, can be provided at a site that's local for most of our patients. But finally, I'm very proud of the fact that our care can be provided in an atmosphere of empathy, where these very sensitive and emotional problems can be handled in a way that respects the needs of you as an individual. Through all of this, we aim to use the basic science to assist our patients in their quest to have a family.